Damn, son. Look at all that bling bling. It's on some gangster shit. What's up, fellas? It's your boy Ryan J. We're gonna do a fun video today. This one's gonna be called "What's in My Bag." So check this out. I don't got much room in here, but we'll see what we can knock this out. Anyway, this dope bag I got. You'll see me a lot of times out in real life. I always have these headphones, these Beat headphones, because they're wireless, and I'm always listening to, like, you know, YouTube playlists. All my stuff is on private, but I have all these little playlists, so I'm always like either listening to self-help audiobooks, or I'm listening to, like, you know, I got a playlist that's like 1,000 songs, video game soundtracks, 90s pop, like a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. Like, people would be like, "You listen to that?" That's mostly what I have. So I always have these. I used to use the Bose QC Quiet Comfort ones, but I ended up getting the Beats because they're wireless. They're easier to use. They're lighter. You know, I usually wear them like this a lot of times if I'm talking to people, and so I'll usually have those on. I always have my chain wallet. It's a triple chain wallet. Has little skulls on it, and inside I like to always have at least $1,000 in cash if I can. You know, I like to flash cash at the bar. I always want to, if I'm around a girl, most of this stuff primarily is in regards to getting girls. That's why everything in this backpack, in some way, shape, or form, is to help me get girls. But like cash, for example, I like to flash cash if I buy you know, if I meet a girl at a bar. I want to make sure that she sees me dropping $100 bills. I need to let her know that I'm a high value male, and that I have a job, and that I have a means of survival for myself, for her, and our future potential offspring. If you take it that way. I have can't show you the number, my PayPal business debit card. You can see business debit at the top of it, and I like to have that logo, you know, right there. I'll show you real quick. I like to have that fucking logo just so it says, you know, business debit, so that like if I tell a girl I'm a business owner, she might think I'm lying, but then I make sure that she sees that as I pull it out, and then that gives a congruency to my identity. Let's see what else I got in here. I'm doing this before the backpack just because it kind of all goes together. So I got my other credit cards in here. I got my like my UNLV gym pass. Sometimes I like to have that on the top if I'm talking to college girls, because I want them to know, like, I'm affiliated with the school and I'm not just some, like, creepy weirdo hanging out on the campus. I got my Department of Veterans Affairs card, you know, former Navy, medical, free medical, that kind of shit. Driver's license, and of course, you know, I've got the condom right behind there, easy access. Make sure to, you know, change out condom, guys, if you keep them in your wallet every 2 weeks, especially here in Las Vegas, because the sun will destroy the rubber. So always make sure that you're changing it out. You know, sitting on it crushes it. But anyway, let's go into the bag. So I got a lot of stuff in here, and usually I have this bag in regards to kind of what I'm doing. For example, if I'm out, like, kind of just hanging out, I might, you know, in Las Vegas, you might find me meandering around the strip in the day. I could be soaping. I might be on my way to an open mic doing some rap shit, some gangster shit. I might be just kind of hanging out, you know, or I might be exercising. If I'm exercising, I don't usually have the bag or I don't carry cash when I'm jogging and stuff like that, just a credit card or whatever. And but I use, like, blinking snap bracelets and stuff when I'm jogging, so I look like I'm coming straight out of that fucking video game Tron, and girls see those blinking lights, and of course that'll, you know, I don't know, bitches are curious, you know, they want to know who is that guy. So, but anyway, with the bag, for example, I stashed this bag with a lot of stuff to help me get girls, and I try not to rely on it too much because as a PUA, as a pickup artist, a professional pickup artist, we would call this crutches. So I try not to rely on crutches, but sometimes I like to go ahead and use them. So for example, I'm a published author, and predominantly what you'll find in this bag is a lot of my books, and because they're in various subjects, I will actually pack the bag dependent upon whatever I'm doing that day. Like if I'm out soaping, then I'll have my soap book. Let's say, for example, I'm out at the skate park, and maybe I'm talking to some hotties out there. You know, I don't want them to think that I'm just some regular dude at the skate park. I'm gonna tell them, you know, oh, actually I'm a published author, I got 6 million views on YouTube, and I'll say, by the way, this is my new book. So got Pro Soaper right here. So as soon as she sees that, she knows I'm official. I'm not just some dude at the skate park. Now I'm a superstar. Okay. So I got my Pro Soaper book in there, and then I also got my, I got a couple of them on there. Then I got my Soap Shoes Trictionary version 2.0. This is a cool one I did. It has all the all color pictures of all of the different soap tricks in here. All this stuff is, I sell this all on Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, and everything like that. Let's see what else is in this pocket. Now, if I'm, let's say I'm just kind of walking around the strip, and I'm talking to, or maybe I'm at Town Square. I may be out buying some music gear at Guitar Center, and I stop off for a beer at the, I forget the name of the bar, it's like called Yard House or whatever. So I walk in, I got my bag on, I go in for a quick beer or some like, they got this kind of pasta macaroni with like croutons in it. It's a nice, really gourmet dish that I like to eat over there. So maybe I start chatting up a pretty girl at the bar. She asks what I do. So I'll go ahead and I'm gonna tell her, you know, are you ready for this? I'm actually the top dating coach in Las Vegas. I teach guys how to pick up women. And she'll of course say, you're kidding. And then I'll say, no, I was actually on the cover of Las Vegas 7 magazine. And then I'll pull it out for congruency. And as soon as she sees that, she sees me in the center looking like a mafia boss, it's game on. Now she knows I'm not bullshitting her. So I always keep the magazine in there. And then she'll go, what, really? Like, you do this? And I say, yeah, you know, I got a couple books out. Then I'll pull this out. I'll say, this is my new #1 best-selling book, 10 Steps to Success. You know, it's mostly, you know, helping guys with confidence issues. Talks about, you know, how to make more money. I got another book called Unlimited Wealth, Understanding Multiple Sources of Income. And then I might pull that out and give her a free copy. I have a lot of books on hand, and usually I'll just, you know, I used to give out business cards. Now it's like, I got a published book. I'd rather give them that. It's got all my contact information in it anyway. So anyway, it just helps me step up my game really fast. I don't have to sit there and try to prove myself. You know, just you hand them something like this, and they're gonna see you as a superstar. And then I talk about, yeah, it's got like health and fitness tips and stuff like that. And then I'll say, this is my funny one, like, you know, teach you guys how to pick up women. This is my new book, The Ultimate Guide to Picking Up Girls with a Wingman. And then they're like, no way. And I'm like, check this out, it's so funny. Like, there's like, look, strategic patterns of how to like approach girls and get their numbers. And then girls find this really intriguing. A lot of guys like, they're like, there's no way that would ever work. I guarantee you it works. You know, I prove it every day. Women love a guy who knows what he's doing. All women want to be seduced. You know, they're not necessarily going to admit it like that, but women like a guy who gets it. You know, and this just proves to them instantaneously, boom, that I'm the man that gets it. Anyway, so that's in that pocket. Now I don't carry all these all the time. Like if I'm going out soaping, then I might have the soaping books. If I'm gonna be like, you know, I may be in the mall, for example, at the like at the Miracle Mile Mall. There's this rail in there, and sometimes I like to bust out. I like to session on that. Sometimes girls will walk up and they'll go, "How did you do that?" And I'll say, "Well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. And of course, then they start bust up laughing. Oh, you're so funny. And I'd say, well, but hold up. If you give me your number, maybe I'll call you later and we'll talk about it. And they're like, okay. I say, are you 702? And they go, yeah. What's the rest? Pulling out my phone, my iPhone 6 that I'm recording on right there. So, and then of course, she'll ask, no, really, how did you do that? I say, oh, I got these shoes. And I show her the bottom of my shoes, the plastic on them. And I'll say, yeah, I just came out with this new book. It's on, it just got 4 million views on this channel and on YouTube. And she, oh my God, wow, that's so cool. So, yeah, great way to just build value. In the big pocket here, as I actually always have a fresh pair of soaps, you know, just in case I want a session. So I can pull out anytime, bust out. I got glow-in-the-dark laces on these. You just click these. I can't do it right now because of the light. But well, I'll show you real quick. I got to see if this is still filming anyway, you know what I'm saying? And we're good. But, yeah, check this out real quick. Like, these are so pimping right here. We get so many fucking girls at night walking around with these. What? Just busting out on some rails. It's fucking tight, dog. But, so, yeah, linking it up right there. Hot Topic, baby, I'm telling you. Or Amazon. That's Hot Topic. Or fucking Claire's sometimes has some good shit. Or, Spencer's in the mall. That place is good, too. I like to, but I like to keep a fresh pair of soaps on me, you know, and then I can bust out, and then I'll just, if I'm wearing dress shoes, like I got Nikes on right now, but if I'm wearing dress shoes, or maybe I'm just walking around flossing in the Nikes, you know, I can just swap out to soaps, see something I want to sesh, put them on real quick, bust out, you know, get my grind on, and it's all good. Okay, let's see. How about on the side pocket? Oh, I always have these on me. This is Sophia the First, one of my favorite movies, and these are bubbles. And no joke, I shit you not. Sometimes I'll just go ahead and pull these out on the strip, and I'll just start blowing bubbles. And it draws in the women like a hummingbird feeder, because they are not used to, you know, a gangster like myself fucking blowing some bubbles. It's the dichotomy of the, what's going on here, like, it compels, you know, females to find out a little bit more. So one of my favorite pickup techniques, you know. And of course I do the Disney fucking, you know, I could get, you know, Mr. Bubble or something a little more mature, but this just adds a little more, what, WTF to it. It's more fun that way. Let's see what we got here. Always store. If I have change, I put it down on the side. I don't like change because it jingles, and it's like, I try not to keep change in my pocket when I walk around. It lowers your value. Girls hear change. Girls don't want change. They want the green stuff. Don't matter if those $100 bills are the new blue ones or the old green ones, as long as it spins. Cliff bars. I like to keep a lot of power bars on me. There's some more, bunch of quarters in here. I have to go to that corn star or something like that. What do we got over here? Oh, cigarettes, lighter, and this is my cool sneak-a-toke right here. Actually, this is dope. I gotta show you this real quick. This is it's disguised as a car alarm, but then you just kind of pull it out. It's got that fucking one hitter right there. Blaze it, dog. Whoo! Just put that on. Bam. It's nice. You can go keys and stuff like that. We still filming. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Yeah, but this little baby, in case I might walk around at night, I want to toke it up real quick. You know, get my buzz on. I'm not really a smoker, but I think it's, I learned a long time ago that if you're dealing with a girl who is a smoker that you're trying to game, then you need to be a smoker, or you could blow yourself out. I started talking to this one girl, and you know, she was smoking cigarettes, and she kept leaving the bar to go out to the smoking patio, which doesn't make any sense in Las Vegas because you could smoke indoors, but I think she was from California, so she's in that habit of going outside to smoke a cigarette. And I knew that if I followed her outside while she's smoking, I would look like a fucking puppy dog. Like, why is this guy following me around? He doesn't even smoke. So basically I had to don and I had to be a smoker. You know, I smoked since I was 8 years old, but I don't do it all the time now older. I'm much more into health and fitness and stuff like that. So, but I'll go ahead and burn a stove. You know, if I'm talking to a girl, she says she's gonna go smoke, I'll say, oh, you smoke? Okay, cool. Then I'll go out and I'll just smoke a cigarette as if I'm a smoker. And of course, then you build that camaraderie between the two of you. You know, it's like a bond. And then you can, of course, go into what I call the shotgun kiss close, where I'll have the girl inhale smoke, and then our lips will touch, and I'll inhale her smoke as she exhales, and then I blow it out, and it's basically like as if we've already kissed. And if you can get to that point, you can go for the makeout right after that. So that's definitely good. Oh, right here, extra bandana in case I'm walking around, and sometimes they do these karaoke events on the strip, and of course I like to be gangster. So, you know, as a gangster, like I might have the mic. I use the mic in my left hand actually when I'm flowing, and then I might want to just have the bandana to kind of be going like this. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm just rapping, I'm making it happen. I like to do a lot of, you know, 90s pop rap, Bust a Move, Ice Ice Baby, 50 Cent in the club. You can find me in the club, bottles full of bug. Mommy, I got the X if you're into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I'm into making love, so come give me a hug, you'll end up getting, you know, like just kind of just something to do this and make it a little more like, really it just grabs people's attention, you know what I'm saying? So it makes it more official. I know you get sweaty, you know, it's hot in Vegas, wipe it off, you know. Okay, what else we got up in this motherfucker? Oh yeah. Whew. Tylenol. Sometimes you start talking to a girl and she's, I kind of have this headache. Pull out Tylenol. You are her best. You are her new best friend. You order extra copy of my CD. Pop it into Motorola's. You know, if I'm talking to a DJ, I might go walking by one of the pools, try to basically give him a copy of my my CD. I check out, you know. I say, hey, oh yeah, I'm a rapper. He said, oh shit. I say, yeah, I got this new CD. It's just, you know, recently got it's got 3 million views on my song. They'll be like, what? I say, yeah, it's on iTunes, Amazon, but you know, just give a DJ a copy of this, and then next time I go to the club, he might just be playing my jam, you know, so that's cool. Condoms, definitely. I use the Trojan Double Ecstasy, so I feel like these are the smoothest ones. I like that shit. You know, it's always good to just have a lot of condoms on you. Not just because I like to randomly hook up girls here in Vegas, but also if I'm out with my wingman and he forgot one. So as a good wingman myself, you know, I also talk about it in the book right here. You know, you should always have at least 4 condoms on you. That should be a general rule. You know, one for you, one for your wingman in case you forgot one in case, you know, one breaks, because that happens. So, you know, just be prepared. You don't actually have to end up using it, but sometimes you just want to have one. Just have it right there in your left front pocket, or at least I have reserves, you know, in the backpack. When I go out, I keep one in my pocket. And sometimes girls will just say, do you have a condom? You just pull it out, let them know that, yeah, I'm the type of man that lives this lifestyle. I'm not one of the motherfuckers that's like, that's not accustomed to hooking up with pretty girls. I'll let them know I'm the man. So, anyway, what else we got in here? More power bars. My favorite ones are the organic bars, or the organic protein bars. I'm running kind of low right now. These are like the reserves. More Tylenol. Technically, I like to give the girls the packets because it's not opened, but this one is more for me personally. Let's see. We got more condoms. Motherfucker. Oh, earplugs. I always sleep with earplugs and an eye mask, which is also the dual function for the bandana right here. You know, if I end up crashing over a girl's house, sometimes I crash over and girls fucking snore, or they sleep with the fucking TV on, or It's the weirdest shit for me. Like me, my room is blacked out. I sleep with earplugs and an eye mask. So I keep extra, extra earplugs so I can, get out that noise. If it turns out the girl snores, and it's like, okay, this is a deal breaker. This is gonna work, but at least I can get through the nights and then bounce. What we got up in here? Oh shit, yeah. An all access pass to the Hard Rock, to the joint. So another executive pass, all access at the Hard Rock. I'll show you these real quick. I like to wear these around, demonstrate that value to girls. Executive style, making that money. All access, just go to a concert, rock these around my neck. Let girls know, let them know who's the man. What else we got up in here? Sharpie. Piece I need to get recognized in public. I want to sign an autograph. I actually use my another Sharpie. When I sign autographs, if I meet people in public, this is my gold Sharpie. So if I've autographed your book or something like that, if it's in gold, that's how you know it's official. I try to never, if I have to, if this is all I've got, I will use a black Sharpie. But most of my stuff, you'll know it's mine if it's in gold. I always have a bunch of soap stickers on me, but I always write my name, my Instagram right there on the back. So let's say I'm talking to a girl, I'm telling her the soap shit, whatever, and then I'll just give her a sticker. But then she got my Instagram right there. In the 90s, that was my biggest pickup technique. But back then I'd be writing my pager number on it. So nowadays in 2016, the technique still works. And then girls add me on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and DM them. And then, we do what we do. More power bars. I should be in a different pocket. Gum. Always have gum. This is a pickup artist's best friend. You don't have gum, you ain't getting the girl. You ain't getting no pussy. So make sure that you have a fresh breath. Let's see what else we got up in this motherfucker. All right. Ooh, wax. Got to keep it in the plastic. In the heat of summer, when it's 115 degrees out here, like, this will melt. This has been reshaped a bunch of times, so definitely want to wrap it up in the plastic. Grind a curb, I could slide anywhere. Sandpaper. As a soaper, it's really important to always have a really good rough sandpaper. Sometimes these poser skateboarders or rollerbladers, they'll put wax on a fucking rail and make it slick, and so you can't soap on it. So you want to just, as a soaper, you want to sandpaper all the wax off of the rail. If there's a lot, you got to use a little razor blade. But sandpaper is very important. Or if the skateboarder waxes up a curb a lot, go ahead and just sandpaper it off so it can be nice and smooth to soap along. Boarders, they got that big. They want to do nose slides or tail slides, so they put shit tons of wax, 8 and 10 inches up on top of the curb. But soapers, we just have a small little area. You want to stay in the pocket like that. You don't want to have all that extra wax to possibly slip out. That's potentially fatal right there. So, say true. Multi-tool right here, in case maybe something gets stuck in my grind plate, and little wrench. That's trash. Electrical tape. Usually, actually, I use it's what's actually holding the iPhone right now on top of the tripod. So if I'm out with the tripod and the iPhone, I either have to use, I used to use this, but it's kind of sticky in the heat. It's better in the winter. But now I'm using like I don't even know what kind of tape, but it's holding it up right now. It's like a blue tape, and it's not really sticky. It just sticks one time, and and then you can undo it and stuff like that. Anyway, that's what's in my bag. I think that's everything that's in here. And yeah, I try to just be prepared. Again, I pack it differently when I'm going out to different things, but just kind of, essentially just for kind of social proof. You know, I don't like just being some normal random dude, you know, maybe sliding around on shoes. I want to let a girl know that I'm somebody. You know, I've got that published book, that I have that status, that I have the views, that I'm on skate videos, that I'm, you know, in pop culture. I want them to know that, you know, I'm not just some random dude that gives dating advice. I'm the #1 dating coach in Las Vegas. I want them to see that it's verifiable. I want them to see the cover of the magazine. I want to really get those attraction spikes pumping. I don't want to end up in the friend zone. I don't want to be some random guy having a fun, you know, friendly conversation that's not sexual, that doesn't go anywhere. I'm not there to banter. I'm not there to just flirt and go home alone. I'm not there to filibuster. I'm not there to chit chat. I'm there to pick up. I'm letting girls know that I'm the man to mate with, and this is why. Because I've established blank, 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 you know. I'm the man with the money. I have the good genes to reproduce with. So that's how I do it. This is just part of my pickup method. And then, of course, you know, this moves on into the rest of my life. I bring a girl into my house. The first thing she sees on the wall is my, you know, black belt. I have a black belt in Taekwondo and martial arts. She walks right into my room. I'm not just some guy that practices martial arts for fun. I don't sit around and watch Ninja Turtles on the weekend. I have a black belt. I have a, you know, state title, Pacific Regional Championships, #1, first. Like, I let them know, like, I'm the man, and that's how I do it. That's a big part of my game. And anyway, I gotta clean up this mess now. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It was fun to share what's in my bag. I'll see you guys on the next one. Leave me some comments in the box below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want more, make sure to click on that big, beautiful red subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Lates. Oh, wait, I gotta turn around and flip it off from the other side. It's fucked up, right? Oh, yeah, I'll show you that blue tape. Hold on. What the fuck? This shit. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what it's called, but that's what I use so it doesn't get my camera all sticky. All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.